guys, welcome to the Family Fudge and welcome to Bunches of Lunches Summer Edition. This week we traveled to Utah to visit family, and while we were there, we did a lot. The girls got mini makeovers, we celebrated the 4th of July, we got McKenzie ready for summer camp, and of course we had lots of fun lunches with lots of foods we can't get back at home in Florida. So this week I'm sharing the lunches that we had, plus a little bit about what we did each day. So before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Now normally when we take a big trip, like when we went to the UK or when we just went to Japan, I like to make a full packing video. But since this is just going to be a quick trip, I'm just packing the minimum with just a few extras. We're going to be traveling with just one carry-on suitcase per person and one backpack. I am, however, packing one special outfit for the 4th of July, and I'm packing some red, white, and blue church clothes too. Now because McKenzie is going to be staying longer, we are packing her extra toiletries and clothes and things like that. So right now is the night before, and since our flight is going to be pretty early in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and prep our breakfast. I'm just making some ham and cheese croissants. These have become like our travel day breakfast tradition. Tonight I'll just wrap these in foil, and then in the morning I'll just toss them in the oven for about 10 minutes before we head out the door. These are quick and easy, and everybody loves them. Next, we are going to be on the plane during lunchtime, so I need to pack a lunch. I'm using our clear packing cubes like I always do, and I love these for packing lunches, especially for travel because they're clear. That makes them really easy to take through security. So each kid is getting a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a little Chomps meat stick, an apple, and they're also getting some popcorners. So yes, I am keeping this lunch red, white, and blue. And then you guys, because this is going to be such a long travel day, we do have to change planes midway. I'm also going to be packing some special 4th of July treats. Now guys, because this is going to be such a long travel day, we do have to change planes and we have a layover. So I'm also going to be packing some special 4th of July snackle boxes. Now I picked up these snackle boxes in the dollar spot at Target, but they're kind of large, so I'm only going to be making two, one for the girls to share and one for the boys to share. Only these don't seem super sturdy, so I ended up buying some elastic and we made some bento style bands just to make sure that these don't spill open on the plane. First, I'm adding some red, white, and blue Captain Crunch cereal. Next, I have some white chocolate stars. These ones actually have a red and a blue drizzle on them. Next, I'm adding some vanilla cream chocolate cookies. These ones have the red, white, and blue sprinkles on the outside. And then you guys, these are not technically from the USA. These are Australian style licorice pieces. They are nice and soft and delicious. And then last but not least, to have something with more protein and something that's not sweet, I'm also adding some Baby Bell cheese. Okay guys, we made it to Utah. Now on the plane, everyone had their lunches that I packed last night, and that worked out super well. Everybody enjoyed them. And now you guys, we finally made it to our Airbnb, so let's go in and I'll give you a tour. Now I think this is considered a townhome and there are 3 levels. Right now we're on the bottom level, which is mostly the garage, but down here there is also 1 bedroom. I think this is going to be Mackenzie's room. Down here there's also a really nice bathroom where she can get ready. Next we'll head up the stairs to the main living room. This is such a nice size and I'm so looking forward to some family movie nights here. Now over in this direction, we have the dining room and the kitchen. And honestly, I don't really plan to do a ton of cooking on this trip. We're gonna be visiting with family and we're gonna be out and about, but it's still a very nice kitchen nonetheless. And check it out, you guys. I thought it just started raining, but turns out it's actually hailing right now. It's kind of crazy that it's hailing, but it's also summer. Now let's head upstairs to the 3rd floor and check out the rest of the rooms. First we have the bunk room, and even though this can fit 4 kids, I think this is going to be the perfect space for the boys to share. And then right next to that, I'm thinking that this room will be perfect for Lily. Next to this room, there's also a hall bathroom that is very nice. And then lastly, down the hall, I'm thinking this room is going to be perfect for the parents.
Hey, look, you can put your little pin on the wall where you're from.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys. Today before lunch we have several appointments for the girls and for the boys. It's kind of like our beauty day. Everybody's getting a makeover. You guys ready for some haircuts?
Yeah.
The girls have haircuts, the boys have haircuts, and then we'll figure out what we want to do for lunch. So do you know what you want to do with your hair?
I think I'm gonna get bangs.
What about you, Kenzie?
I'm gonna get a couple of inches off the bottom, probably, and trim my bang.
So Mackenzie was up first, and here's the inspo pic of what she wanted for her hair. But as you can see, Mackenzie was losing more length than we thought she would, and you can tell Lily and I were concerned. I think Kenzie ended up losing like 8 to 12 inches, which is definitely more than we planned, but thankfully she was okay with it. Not to mention that her hair does grow quite quickly, so it's not going to stay this short for very long. Next up, it was Lily's turn, and here is her inspo pic. Now, she wanted to get bangs for the first time in years, but she didn't want to lose too much of her length, so we were both happy at the end that this is what she got. Though the length of her bangs ended up being a little bit too long, and they bothered her, so I ended up getting some scissors after we went home and I fixed them myself. Now, while the girls were at the salon with me, the boys were at the barbershop with their dad. Now, they really needed some fresh haircuts too, and I think they turned out so great. Now, by this time, we really needed to get some lunch, and right across the street from the salon, they had an In-N-Out burger. Now, you guys, In-N-Out is not something we can get back at home in Florida, so whenever we visit the West Coast, we definitely have to make a stop for lunch. And to make things a little bit different, we ordered almost everything off the secret menu. First, we got some cheese fries to share. Then we got some animal-style fries. We also ordered something called the Flying Dutchman. Now, this is basically 2 slices of cheese and 2 meat patties, and that is it. There's no bun, no lettuce or sauce. Now, of course, my favorite thing to order here has to be the protein-style cheeseburger. Next, we got an animal-style cheeseburger with extra pickles. That one definitely has Lily's name on it. And then we also just got a plain cheeseburger and then something called a 4x4. This one has extra meat and extra cheese. Now, friends, I wasn't actually planning on filming anything on the weekend, but we did end up finding a little Japanese market in Salt Lake City, which I loved. We were able to find so many of our favorite Japanese snacks and drinks, and they even had hot lunches and lunch boxes. Then, after that, we ended up going to Hill Air Force Base because they were having a free air show. You guys, this was actually so fun and really interesting. Though I do have to say it was super hot and sunny, and there were thousands of people here. We got to see so many different airplanes, and they did lots of tricks and maneuvers. It was really something. They also had lots of learning activities for the kids, and we even got to go inside a huge cargo plane. This ended up being so much fun, and if we come back for the 4th of July next year, I'm gonna wanna do this again. When we got back to our Airbnb this night, we all watched the new Top Gun 2 movie, which was such a great ending to the day. Hey guys, before lunch today, we're headed to a brand new store that just opened up. It's called H Mart and it's a Korean grocery store, so let's go. Anytime you visit a new city, if there is an Asian grocery store, I definitely want to check it out. There's not a lot of them in our area where we live in Florida, so I'm super excited about this. I want to go check it out, see if they have any Japanese goodies, and maybe find some lunch. I'm not sure. All right, we made it. It doesn't look too crowded. I'm excited to see what they have. Oh yes, and today we just have the girls with us because the boys are at Grandma and Grandpa's house. Okay, right off the bat, I see something really interesting. It looks like they have some Hello Kitty toilet paper. Ultra Comfort. I don't see how much it is though. Do you see a price? Unknown. I know that when we were in Japan, I saw pink toilet paper there, but I didn't see Hello Kitty. Okay, so in this area, I'm seeing so many fruits and vegetables. Look at all the different types of potatoes. Some sweet potatoes. And a huge pile of ginger. Oh, look at this. It's a pet hat. I think our cats would not appreciate this. Okay friends, so we just made it out of the store. Didn't find everything I was hoping to find, but I still found a good selection. We have a couple of frozen things that we need to snack on right now, but then eventually we're gonna have to find something for lunch somewhere else. So we ended up getting the sweet corn ice cream, 2 bags of the corn flavored turtle chips. These are so good. We got the gold Kit Kat, 2 packages of Yakult. This is the low sugar version. I picked up some soba noodles for Jackson. He loves these. I got 2 mochi daisuku, but I wish I would have gotten more. I might go back. Lily picked out this ramune ice cream, and it's supposed to be like a shaved ice type popsicle, so she's gonna have some of that right now. Oh, it matches your outfit. Kenzie picked out this kimbap roll. This is mayo and tuna. We also got this frozen one for later. This one is spicy pepper and vegetable. I really wanted to try these. This is the creamy carbonara bulldog. I got some red bean filled pancakes. I got all of my favorite sauces, yakisoba, sesame salad dressing, and some Kewpie mayo. We got 2 packages of frozen yakisoba. I'm gonna be making this for dinner for the kids. I also picked up this dango, which is like little mochi balls. I also got a curry kit, and then this white stew. I've never tried this before, so I'm interested to give it a shot once we get back home. And I think that's everything we got at H Mart. So I want to give you a closer look at this outside of the store because it really does look like a piece of corn. Oh, mine's kind of broken, but that's okay. So this outer part is like a crispy wafer, and then inside there's actually a little bit of chocolate. And then in the ice cream itself, there are little pieces of corn. Let's see if I can break it. Yay! There it is. I don't see any corn, but it's in there. Okay, so we just got our lunch. Here's the one that John ordered. This combo has barbecue beef, and something called ugly chicken, which is kind of like a spicy fried chicken. It also has noodles and rice and cabbage, and we got the not spicy sauce. And then I actually ordered myself a kids meal. This one, instead of having meat on the top, has crunchy tofu. That actually sounds really good. I can't wait to try this. Now, right next to this location, there's also a special soda store, but this isn't the one we want to go to right now. We're hoping to make one more stop before we get some sodas. Right now, we're gonna stop at one of my Utah bucket list locations. If you're a Disney fan, you'll probably recognize this house, and it's actually right next to where we had lunch. This house is pretty famous. You've probably seen it on TikTok or Instagram. It's basically a life-size version of the Up house from the Disney Pixar movie. But before we make it back to the house and pick up the boys, we're gonna make a special stop at a Utah soda shop. Now, if you're not familiar, Utah has a lot of these stores all over the place, and it's kind of like an alternative to coffee. You basically pick any soda you want, and you can add in all sorts of flavors and fruit and cream, and it's really good. Okay guys, so here we have our swig drinks, and they look all the same, but they're not. I'll tell you exactly what they are. So here we have Lily's Choice. This is called the Happy Camper. It has root beer, toasted marshmallow, and half and half. Then we have Kenzie's. This one's called Spring Fling. It has Diet Dr. Pepper, vanilla, strawberry puree, and coconut cream. Okay, now this big one here, this one's called the Mountain Man. John got this one, and it's actually a lot bigger and heftier because it has something called a Reviver in it. It's kind of like a sugar-free Red Bull, so lots of caffeine in this one. It also has blackberry, coconut, fresh lime, and then this one has coconut cream. So it looks a little bit chunky, but trust me, it's good. And then lastly, mine is called the Founder. It's one of their first drinks and one of the most popular. It has Coke Zero, fresh lime juice, sugar-free coconut, and coconut cream. So this one is very refreshing with all the lime in there. I love it. They have so many other fun drinks here as well. Things with Mountain Dew, things with Sprite. They even have a copycat butterbeer drink. Hey guys, today we have a very special place we're gonna go to for lunch, but before that, we do have a list we've been working on. So we only have a few days left here in Utah. Well, everybody except for Kenzie, that is. She's actually staying for the rest of the month, and she's going to summer camp. This is gonna be her first adventure at summer camp, but she does have a huge list of things that she needs to get. We have a few things left on the list, so we're going to pick them up today, maybe before lunch, maybe after lunch, I'm not sure. So we already have things like hiking boots, we have plenty of clothes, sleeping bag. She's supposed to have a mess kit, so we have that. We have some work gloves for a project they're gonna do. We have plenty of mosquito repellent and a poncho in case it rains. She still needs a first aid kit, a flashlight. Oh, it says snacks.
Oh yeah.
We need some snacks, so maybe we should go to Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Oh, we need to get a camping chair, but I think we can borrow one from Grandma and Grandpa. Kenzie, are you excited to go?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, well let's go head out. We're gonna get lunch and get everything else you still need. Let's go. Oh yes, and the hair is much different today. I love the girls' hair so much that I went ahead and cut my own bangs. So, it's the new do. Okay guys, so I saw this place on Instagram and it's either gonna be awesome or it's gonna be weird. It's called Stirs and it's basically an all cereal restaurant. So yeah, it's kind of like we're having breakfast for lunch today. You guys, this place was really interesting. There were so many different types of cereal, and it's basically like a buffet. You can have as many bowls of cereal as you want. Of course, they had all of the most popular cereals, but they also had a lot of cereal that we had never seen before. They also had some basic cereals, some lower sugar cereals, And they even had some international cereals. Oh yes, and they also had lots of cereal merch. They had hats and shirts and games and cups and just so much stuff. You could get regular 2%, you could get soy milk, and you could even get chocolate milk to add to your cereal. Now, I would love to know in the comments down below, what is your favorite type of cereal? My favorite cereal has to be Weetabix. That one comes from the UK, and unfortunately, they did not have that cereal at this restaurant. Overall, this was a really fun treat. Not a restaurant I would go to all the time, but it was definitely fun. And right across the parking lot is actually a Walmart, so we'll be able to get the rest of the stuff that Kenzie needs. This is definitely not on our list, but how strange. S'mores flavored cup noodles. Okay friends, it is almost 9 p.m. and we just got back. We have everything, and we also picked up some dinner. Some of us are having sushi. This one's a spicy crab and avocado roll. We've also got some Mexican food here, and then we also have some leftovers that the little kids are having. But as far as Kenzie's stuff goes, we did pick up her emergency whistle. This is in case she gets lost. We got her a camping chair, her first aid kit. We got her new poncho just in case it rains. We got her some water shoes for the lake. And then lastly, she's supposed to have a few snacks for the trip. Try to get things that were not perishable or that wouldn't melt really easily. We got some chia seed pouches, some fruit bars. These are kind of like a soft fruit leather. They're really good. We got a variety of pistachios, some freeze-dried fruit, and then I also have some trail mix. And now tomorrow is actually the 4th of July, so stay tuned. We have something fun planned for early in the morning. Good morning, it's the 4th of July, and we are checking out Balloon Fest. They're starting to take off now. Now, we've actually been to this festival, but it was years ago and the kids were tiny, so it's fun to come back. But man, it is cold this morning. I wish I would have brought a jacket. Believe it or not, the Balloon Fest brings over 25,000 people. So yeah, it was a really big festival and it was really fun. And honestly, Utah in general is such a fun place to be for the 4th of July. There are just so many different festivals, events, and parades going on. Look, there he goes.
This one's gonna go.
Let's back up this way.
There they go.
So it looks like all the balloons got off safely, which I'm really happy about. A few years ago when I actually caught on fire. So none of that today, thankfully. But there they go. That is Balloon Fest. Hey guys, we just made it to the lunch spot. Now this place is called Dairy Keen, not Dairy Queen, but it is very similar. This restaurant's been around for quite a while. We're in the city called Heber. This restaurant has a train theme because there is a train station in this town. And we used to come here when the kids were really little. The menu here is classic American food, so like cheeseburgers, fries, milkshakes, that sort of thing. We're gonna go ahead and have lunch here, and then before we move on to the next 4th of July themed activity, we do need to go back to the Airbnb and start packing up all of our stuff because tomorrow we're flying home. Okay, so here's what Kenzie chose. This is the fish and chips dinner. It comes with cod, fries, coleslaw, and a roll. Jackson got the classic cheeseburger, the fries, and then the boys are gonna share this. It says it's a milkshake, but it's very thick, almost like a Blizzard, if you know what I'm talking about. This is chocolate marshmallow flavor, and it's one of their most popular here. But to go with the fries, we definitely need to get some fry sauce. Lily and Griffin both got the kids' meals, which came with these awesome looking prizes. What is this?
I don't know.
It's like a light up wand. Very cool. Lily got the grilled cheese with fries, and Griffin got the kids' cheeseburger and fries. They have some very special drinks here. This one right here is Sprite mixed with fresh lime and grape juice. And this is called a Grape Ricky. I think that one's for Lily. And then Griffin got the Cherry Ricky. So this is Sprite cherry juice with fresh lime. Is it good? You like it? And then for the girls, they got the peanut butter cup shake to share. John and I got something called the Train Burger Meal to share. This burger is massive. Definitely good for sharing. This burger has a patty, cheese, Thousand Island dressing, ham, and then all the veggies. For our side, we got some onion rings. These look seriously crunchy. And then for us to share, we got the fresh raspberry shake. This is the #1 bestseller, or so I'm told. Hey guys, it's going home day. So right now it is 9:45 and we have to be out of here by 11. So I'm gonna pack some airplane snacks before we go. So again, we're using our Snacko boxes that I got from Target, and these have 6 sections. So I'm packing 3 sweet things and 3 non-sweet things. First, for our sweet thing, we have the peanut butter chocolate pretzels. These are so good. I just hope that they don't melt. Next, from Trader Joe's, I got 2 bags of the soft licorice. This one is just strawberry, and then this one is raspberry, mango, which sounds really good, and then green apple. We did a stop at a Costco where I found these. These are strawberry and cream white chocolate macadamia nuts, so they're super good. And then for the non-sweet things, the kids requested some crackers. These ones have the cheese inside. And speaking of cheese, I did also get some little Baby Bell cheeses. These are great for traveling. And then for a salty snack, I got some of this butter and cheddar popcorn mix. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up these containers. Oh wait, I did get a couple of extra things for the adults. These are all from Trader Joe's. I got some dark chocolate covered pistachios. I've never tried these before, but they sound really good. We also got some dried coconut and some mango. This is a really good mix of things, I think. We've got some fruity things, some chewy things, some chocolate, a good amount of salty items. Yeah, it does. But just to be sure, we have these elastic bands to keep them shut. Okay guys, so now we've got everything out of the Airbnb, but before we leave for the airport, we're going to have our last lunch in Utah at our family's house. And for lunch on this day, we decided to get some Cafe Rio. Now, Cafe Rio is an American-style, Mexican type of restaurant, and they're really popular here in Utah. This is definitely not something we can get back at home. The most popular dish at Cafe Rio has to be their sweet pork salad. This is definitely big enough to share. Then whenever we come here, the only thing that Lily wants are the beans. She will just eat beans for lunch and nothing else. We also got an enchilada, that is Mackenzie's favorite. And then they also make some really good corn. We got a kids quesadilla meal. And then personally, I didn't really feel like having Cafe Rio with all of the beans and everything before I got on the plane. So instead, I got myself a chicken salad sandwich from a restaurant called Neater's. And this is kind of like Utah's version of Panera.